the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on another SEC rival, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Razorbacks will put total leather and we'll get started. That one bounds through the end zone and it'll be a touchback. So Texas's offense will start this game off. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best.
Waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are, and David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
Man, let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The give to the running back from the shotgun. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
On fourth down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
And how about that call? You're right around midfield, fourth down on your opening drive, so you run the football and you put your trust and confidence in your offensive line up front to get it done and keep
running toward the tape. Smashes through the tackle. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. A first down run on the doorstep. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Razorbacks offense will take the field for the first time. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
And it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And you had all day to stew on and get excited and dream about getting sacks, and it took no longer than the first play to get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This defense has been doing it all year long.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Down the field, a big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. And the Razorbacks with the 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The Razorbacks are flying down the field. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He's got his man. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. On 1st and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. He'll do it himself. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas!
It's what makes this offense so hard to stop. When you've got an athletic quarterback, you've got to worry about him in the running game, and there on the option, he makes the right decision, keeping it, and he caps off the opening drive of the game with a TD.
And the extra point was good. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They go to the ground. At the 35, he's open. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Off the play fake on 1st down. Coming after him. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
Everybody knows when you're running that play action, that fake has to be great. Everybody has to bite it for it really to work. Defense didn't bite it, didn't bite the bait, went after the quarterback, got him on the ground.
Power football with the run. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. Twist his way through. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
And how about that, man? If you're a defense, that's demoralizing. You get them in a known passing situation. They slip the run in there. All you got to do now, you're playing deep for pass, but now come up, just make the tackle. Force a 4th down. The defense could not get them back on the ground, Palmer. He gets the 1st down.
Yeah, David, and better gap integrity up front, too, on defense. I know you think it's going to be passed, but that doesn't give you an excuse to get out of your lane. Everybody's thinking sack the quarterback, but now they just opened a huge crease for that running back, and he took advantage of it.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down. They've already converted a 4th down here in the 1st quarter, and they'll try it again. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Finds a crease at the 20. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a 1st down for this offense. The Longhorns are threatening in the red zone. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Play number 9 on this drive. Leaves it with the back. They get him on the ground, a 6-yard run in the red zone down to the 11. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And he's going to be just short of the 1st down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. They're not into 3s, they want 6s. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your O-line, I say go for it every time.
They're going to run it. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Just about set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. On the run, fires downfield. Finds a man in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, first down. Here's the handoff. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Avant. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. And the Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Texas offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Paul.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Keep it on the ground. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, and they knock that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. The give to the back. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The give from the gun. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Unloads to the right. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it up.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Off play action on first down. On the run, still looking. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. They're going to be in a world of hurt if they don't get this thing going forward here on second down from the 13. From the gun. Give on the inside. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line. Trying to move the sticks on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. The Razorbacks decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go to the ground. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
On the option. Now the pitch. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
And this is why you're winning, right? You were 3 for 3, now 4 for 4 on fourth down. All part of the plan, right? The offensive coordinator knew coming in. This was going to be perfect. We're going to execute perfectly on fourth down. That's how you win ball games right there.
All down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. The Longhorns have their offense in high gear. He wants to throw. Finds his tight end. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Now on second down. Quarterback checking off. Back to throw. It's Algier. He's right on target.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Pulls and fired complete. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Longhorns have it in scoring position on first and goal. Fullback's got it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. They took it 68 yards on that drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They're trying to get to it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And that's now their 3rd sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat.
And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. And the Razorbacks will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it away from his own end zone. And this one will be touched and downed at the 25.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
If you want to test the physicality of a defense, get the toss play going. Get the outside running game working, because those DBs are going to have to find ways to fight off blocks, and you're going to find out just how badly these little guys want to put their face in the fan.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
The run to the right. Makes the stop at the 49, give him 5 yards on the play and a 1st down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They give it to him again. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
Wide receiver shows motion. Quick completion to the right. And oh, did they know that one was coming? They'll knock him down in the backfield.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than quarterback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. He's got it on the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their touchdown Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And in that goal line situation, awesome job by the tight end, winning his one-on-one battle, making an easy target for his QB.
And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Kentucky needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Lexington behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Alabama. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Trying to find his man on 1st down. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. A timeout is called as this off. Find a way to get more points on the board before the half. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. 1st down here for the offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Takes the easy one to the back. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
He's got his man. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
3rd and short now from their own 48. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the 1st down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. They'll immediately call timeout.
And it's aggressive, right? You're in your own territory, going for it on 4th down, and it can be scary to think about if you don't get it. You set them up with good field position. But I like trusting your offense, knowing you can go out there and get the 1st down.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Texas.
And he's got that bayou speed. like I run by you. You can call it whatever route you want to call it, but does a nice job winning at the line of scrimmage, getting behind the DB, runs, catches it right in the end zone. Big play for this offense. Nice throw, nice catch.
35, Arkansas, 7.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Longhorns will kick it away to crank up the second half. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. He's going to pass. They're working that left side.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he could see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
42, Spider. 40.
Off the play fake. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
Moves.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Working that left side now. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. The Razorbacks will snap it on first and 10.
Razor.
Hand off from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Here comes the offense on first down. He'll ride his man on the option. Quick toss. Just steamrolling the defense. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Looking for a man. It's Algier. Pressure coming. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean. And sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Listen, in these situations, it's so hard to push the ball down the field because the defense is playing pass. We bring in more DBs. We're dropping deeper in our coverage, and we're making you throw the ball underneath. or run the football. Nice job by the running back. Listen, he got good yards. He didn't get the first down, but now he's in a situation where third down becomes something where it's not predictable. Now it's a situation where they can go out and have success.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. They'll run it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They want to throw it. Out of the backfield, he's open. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. 2nd down coming up. They'll run play action. Pocket starts to collapse. Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Longhorns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the beatdown has ensued. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
That makes the score.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
14.
No shot at a return. It's out at the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Hogs set. Back onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes his connection. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down. It'll bring up a big decision. And the Razorbacks will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Looking downfield, it's Algier. Quick strike complete. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. The hand to the running back. Touchdown, Texas! And the pummeling has started.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
If you consider the swing pass an extension of the running game, well, they shut down the run and the swing on that one.
No doubt. Locked them down. Great job seeing it right away. Eyes on the running back. And as soon as they threw it, multiple guys breaking on the football, getting to him, not letting him do any damage after the catch.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. This time they'll go to the running game. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Flips it out in the flat. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. The Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Signal goes into the air, and he makes the fair catch at the 10. Sending the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
Exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Might as well give it to him again. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. The toss sweep to the right. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
And the old school toss play, huh? A little just toss to the right, get the running back on the run. A little bit more space, too, out wide where you can see, like, oh, where am I going to go? Where's the hole as opposed to when you run right up the gut. So I like the mix-up. I like changing it up, tossing that fast guy and get him on the perimeter.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rank.
Soft. 14.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll give it to the back. Powers through the defender. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They've put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Try to get it on the ground. Just destroying his way through the field. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. The snap sets up the throw. He caught it! And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Touchdown, Longhorns! And the stomping has commenced. The lead gets bigger here in the 4th quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a 1st down at the 23. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. And now on second down for this offense. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Zings it complete to the right. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Razorbacks will punt it away on fourth down. Takes it on the return. Makes a move. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting the push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The play-action fake. They're bringing heat. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. On the option. He'll toss it. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Texas! And the route is on. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Duke answered the bell away from Durham today with an impressive victory. The Blue Devils knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Looking to go up top on first down. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. They'll try to put it in drive this time on second down from the 22. He's looking to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. The Razorbacks send out the punt unit. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Slips through the line, and the returner will be knocked down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Working the middle, it's complete.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Fires toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3.
29 Philly.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Got it set up on the outside. Across the 25, he's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Freedom. Slam.
Looking to move it through the air. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll try the run. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. And the Longhorns have pushed it inside the 20. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the punishment has been extended. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And the
defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. If they have any intention of getting this drive going, they better come up with something on second and long from the 10. He's looking to throw. Got him downfield. At the 35, he's loose. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Suddenly, after that last big play, they're on the move. 1st and 10 from the 44. He's looking to throw it. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. Line gets set. 1st down. Now on the option. Now the toss. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20. A pickup of 5.
Yeah, and he's been dependable. I mean, he's been a guy that they've given the ball a lot. He's just been so productive, giving this offense an easy way to move the football down the field. 97 yards on the day.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right and you see that blocking and all the holes open up, that's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just pushed the defensive lineman back, got in the linebacker's laps, and man, oh man, it was brutal up front.
He makes the connection. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Makes the grab on the left. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Off play action. Firing to the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. Had to throw it before he wanted. He just throws it away, and coming in, there it is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. The give to the tailback. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down.
There's just not a lot of great play calls, guys, for 3rd in California. So you hand it off, you try to get some of that yardage back, and see what happens next.
No special teams unit headed to the field again. They'll go for it for a 7th time. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down. Offense getting set for first down. He wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Avant.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. And the Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Here comes the Texas offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. He'll toss it. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen. Strip the football, do something.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find